Good morning, Brandon. How you doing today? Just doing some housekeeping. I'm doing good. It's Martin Luther King Day here in the States, which you may already know. So I'm off work. So I thought I'd just do a Monday edition or special edition of Saturday Morning Coffee with Rodney. Probably not going to be up for very long, but DroneBum, good morning, buddy. Saturday morning Monday. Yes. This is the Monday edition or special edition of Saturday Morning Coffee. I should have said Monday edition of Saturday Morning Coffee. Anyway, here I be. Oh, all right, Brandon. You don't have school. Cool. Morning, Paul. How you doing, buddy? Are you getting ready to go to work? If you're not working today, brother, you want to join the panel? Have a good one, Brandon. Now that I look out my window, looks like I'd had a good sunrise. I should have done that myself. Hey, Paul, I sent you a link. If you can come on, come on. Good morning, Russell. Okay, brother. Okay. Yeah, I know. I know. Today is the day to sleep in if you're going to be taking off. So, all right, Brandon, no problem. I understand that, DroneBum. It's just I wake up at my usual time anyway. So, and I really didn't expect too many people to be on here. I just thought I'd go live just to be going live, get some watch time or some video time or whatever they call it. So, good morning, Dennis. How you doing today? It's a beautiful morning here. It's 26 degrees, or was the last time I checked. Sun's coming up. It's a beautiful sunrise. I should have done a sunrise. Don't know what I was thinking of. But anyway, so it is a bit windy, but nothing the P4P can't handle. But anyway. Good deal, Dennis. Hey, I sent you an email, brother. If you want to join the panel for a few minutes, feel free to do so. If not, I completely understand. Yeah, I'm going to spend the rest of the day here working on the church video. I got it all synced up and stuff yesterday and cut my clips for the two cameras. Gotcha, Dennis. No worries. Like I said, I didn't expect anybody to be able to pop in. I just wanted to get on here and just see what happens. You never know. So anyway, I sent a couple of invites to our friends in Australia, and Pretty sure they're probably in bed already, but hey, you know, it never hurts. So, well, I've already had like 4 cups of coffee this morning, so I'm buzzing around. Look behind me, you can see the cat getting into things. Got the dog at my feet, the cat getting into things. You can see my table still a mess. Night Train. Good morning. How you doing, brother? No, Dennis. I'm just trying to cut back from my usual 20 cups. You know, not sure. I may have go have a 5th one here in a little bit. But anyway, I got you, Night Train. Yeah, a lot of people probably have to work today. Fortunately, I work in a job where I don't have to work on today. Today is basically a holiday, government holiday, Martin Luther King Day. A man that I admire, by the way. He did a lot for the equal rights, and you have to admire the man. Dirk Grossman. Good morning and hi. Glad you could join in, dude. All right, Dirk. You now got some. You got some blue jeans on now. And I just jumped on your bus. I thought I'd already subscribed to you, but I guess I'm number 2 now. I'm going to have to look. Oh, slot cars, the race place. I got to watch that video a little bit later. Wow. I was back in my younger days, especially when I was in the Navy, I was into slot cars. The YCMA out in San Diego, downtown YMCA, had 2 1/24th scale race car tracks that were just awesome. Just awesome. So you're number 4 when you're Humber 4. You don't have to try Humber. What's Humber 4, Dennis? Hey, Wildcat 72 cardboard. Good morning, or good evening, or good afternoon, whatever the case may be. Thank you for joining the chat. Oh, okay. You're looks like a baseball card collection. Oh, that's cool. That is pretty cool. I got you, Dennis. Well, Wildcat 72, thank you for joining the chat. I do appreciate it. I also jumped on your bus as well. I'm going to have to look at some of these. You must have quite a collection of cards, it looks, from what I'm seeing so far. But I'll check out your channel a little later. Anyway, hope you all doing well today. Hope you all had a good weekend. I know Dennis Lovelady definitely had a good weekend as far as sunrise was concerned. However, poor old DroneBum and Philly, man, I don't know what happened to you guys. Paul, I can't figure that out. While I was watching the other guys fly, I was texting back and forth with Philly, and he was trying to go live again, and he just couldn't get things to work. I guess the stars just wasn't into it. So, Dennis, do I understand you're into collecting cards too? That's cool. Lori's Crochet Corner, good morning. How are you doing today? I'm getting a lot of new people in today. Lori's Crochet Corner. I'm doing great. So some new people today, Lori Crochet Corner, Wildcat 72, and Dirk Grossman. But I've seen Dirk Grossman like on PhillyDroneLife's channel. So, though I just subscribed to him today. Sorry for the delay about that, Dirk. Anyway, I jumped on all your buses. Artco, good morning. Good morning, man. You're up awful early. Are you getting ready for? You must be getting ready for work, I bet, aren't you, Art? Or are you off today? Bud Beaver, it's Saturday. Did I miss a few? No. I guess my title's confusing. It's a special edition of Saturday Morning Coffee with Rodney. In other words, it's not on Saturday. So you're good, bud. You're good. You didn't miss any weekends or anything. Miss Southern Belle, good morning. Yes, it is cold outside. I stepped out a little earlier, and it was cold. It was 26 degrees when I stepped out. Ouch. The sun is blinding me. I have to put this shade down. You can see the sun shining on my screen back there, so I'll lower it down since the cat ain't looking out of it. But anyway, well, 25 degrees where you're at. Oh, that's cold. That is cold. So, wow. So what part of PA are you in, Wildcat? All right, Paul, you go make some coffee. I'll take mine black, thank you. Bud's having a heat wave, 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. Oh, Art, you are at work. Okay, I just saw that. You start work awful early there, brother. Man, it's 7:46 here. It's well, I start work early too sometimes too, so not that big of a deal. Get you off early, right? Get you off early so you can go fly drones or play with that Robo Master you got, or whatever the name of it is. Okay. You work 6 a.m. to 2:30. Yeah, that's. Gotcha. Working overtime. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I took to. Today is a holiday for the company I work with because they follow the government's holidays. So And with it being Martin Luther King Day, we had the day off. So I couldn't think of anything better to do on a day off than get on a live stream, build up some watch hours or something. So I'm getting close to 1K, and hopefully I'll be at 1K by June. And if I'm not, no big deal. So seasonably unemployed, huh? Oh, okay. So in other words, the work you do is seasonable. So I'm gonna get that shower now that I'm coffeeed up. If you're still on afterward, I'll open the. Okay, got you, Dennis. All right, no problem. Uh-oh. Excuse me, guys. I think I'm about to have a cat fight here. False alarm. The cat was growling at the door. Look up, Bean Bean. Anyway. Oh, you work in a golf course. Okay. Well, yeah, that probably is pretty seasonable. Yeah, Dennis. I did that on purpose. Come on, Bean. Get out of the way. My dog gets right at my feet, and I can't move in my chair for fear of stepping on him. So, anyway. Well, I hope you guys have a good week. I know my week's starting off well so far. Good morning, Cameron. Glad you could join in. I think it's evening in your part of the world, isn't it? Japan. Okay, for those of you that are new to my live stream, Camero Drone is in Japan. Some of you may already know him. I know Dennis Lovelady knows him, and Artco knows him, and Night Train, I'm sure, knows him, and several others. For you new ones, check out his channel. He's a drone flyer just like me, but he flies in Japan. Yep. It's 9:51 in Japan p.m. So, Cameron, we got several new people in the chat today. Wildcat 72, Cardboard is new. Lori's Crochet Corner 2 is new. Bud Bieber is new. Maybe not Bud Bieber. Dirk Grossman, but you may already have him because he's on PhillyDroneLife a lot. He's in his chat. Benrell Productions. Good morning. Family of Tech. Good morning. And it is 7:52 here in Virginia. Miss Southern Belle, if you're talking about my channel, you put on the community post. I do appreciate it. If you're talking to someone else, well, I'm sure they appreciate it too. So. Yeah, Bent Rail, as you know, today is Martin Luther King Day, and some of us were fortunate enough to get the day off, especially if you work for the government or you work for a government contractor. And the company I work for follows the government holidays. So I got today off. Thought I'd do a special edition of Saturday morning coffee with Rodney and friends, and I've apparently achieved my mission of confusing a couple of people. That's why I did it. I just want, clickbait. But anyway, no, I didn't intend it to be clickbait. But anyway, well, I hope you that are out there in the chat that have got to go to work or at work in the case of Art. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you have a great week. Things are getting exciting here in Virginia. Today is Lobby Day down in Richmond, and if you've been keeping up with the news, you know our situation. And so, well. Let's see. We got a Rockwood.
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. You must be on a treadmill.
Yeah, I'm on a bike at the gym.
Oh, a bike. Okay.
I'm doing a Philly mic,
Oh, good morning, Mitch. How you doing today? Old guy in a drone. So
you playing hooky today?
Ron.
Yes, sir. That's the shirt, buddy.
That's the shirt. That's the shirt for today.
Yeah. What are you playing hooky today, or you're not at work today?
No, it's a holiday for us.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of your government contractors and, of course, the federal government is a day off today because it's Martin Luther King Day.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Shows you how much I pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah. So Bent Rail is off today too. But okay. Let me read. He works for the railroad, so it would normally be a holiday for him, but he's working extra today for extra pay. So nothing wrong with that.
No, Here, I'm signing into the Wi-Fi here. Hold on one.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I try to hit the gym for about an hour before I go to work. So, you froze up on me, Rodney. Oh, there you are. There you go. Now you're back.
Oh, okay. You just the curly thing. What they call it? Buffered.
Yeah,
I have a hard time remembering that word, Ron.
Yeah. Oh, so Dennis tells me that, am I assuming correctly, that Harrisburg's a go?
It is. And you were supposed to send us some information.
Yeah. I'm actually going to call my friend. Here's my thought process, and you let me know what you think. You guys come up to the show on Saturday. I'm assuming that's what you're doing, right?
Well, we were thinking maybe going up Friday afternoon or Friday night.
Okay.
And then just kind of making a weekend out of it. Because from here, it's probably about a 4-hour drive.
Okay.
I can look that up real quick, but
okay.
I mean, we'll work it out. if Dennis drives up from Georgia, he's going to be pretty tired when he gets here. And then,
Okay.
but that wouldn't be a problem because then I could just take over the driving.
Okay.
And, so I'm on Harrisburg, PA. We have 3 ways to go, and all 3 ways is the longest way is 3 hours and 46 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
And then another way is 3 hours and 26 minutes.
Oh, heck.
And then there's 3 hours and 16 minutes. So
Wow.
I definitely want to avoid toll roads. I hate toll roads.
Yeah.
Let's see what that gives us.
You know what I'm thinking, Rodney?
Yeah.
Anywhere around Harrisburg during that week's going to be crazy. So, if you guys wouldn't mind, if you got up there Friday,
Hey, Mitch, I'll get you in a second.
yeah, if you get up there Friday, and then I was going to set you up with a hotel about, oh gosh, 35, 40 minutes from the show. And my thought process was Saturday night, when we leave the show, we'll go back to the area where, you know, where I'll be staying, like where I came from, where I spent the last 25 years of my life.
Oh, okay.
Then maybe we get together, have dinner that night. And then Sunday morning, it's about 45 minutes from there into Philly, and then meet Mike, if that's what you guys wanted to do, like a sunrise thing Sunday morning.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Because I think, if I remember correctly, DroneBum is going to be coming to Philadelphia.
Yeah, I talked to Paul Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, he said he was up for it. So
Mitch looks cold, doesn't he?
I don't want to hear it.
Oh man, it went all the way down to like 55 here. Come on, guys.
Wow.
Oh, these Floridians, man.
Florida, man.
I mean, come on. I mean, it's getting colder. It's gonna be in the 40s tonight or tomorrow morning.
Oh dear God, I'd pray for that. Right
You
now.
know, I mean, and it's your fault. You guys, all you guys up north, you know, you pushed all this cold air, you know, down to us. But by the end of the week, we'll be, you know, in a couple of days, we'll be back in the 70s. So you don't need to worry. And we don't want you losing any sleep.
Hey, that's
Yeah, I feel for you. I mean, seeing you sit there in that watch cap and the jacket, obviously freezing. Man, I don't know how you can handle that 55-degree weather. You got to come up. We're having a heat wave. It's 26 here.
Yeah, I grew up up there in Philadelphia. I know what the North is like. But I just got back from my morning walk, and I hadn't finished. You know, I usually walk in the morning, smoke a cigar. And I hadn't finished the cigar yet, so I figured, well, let me just sit out on my porch, turn on the TV, and see. And bango, Rodney Bell. What a surprise!
Yeah. Rodney, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Google the current weather for Dickinson, North Dakota, and then I want you to screen share that with Mitch.
Okay.
Dickinson, North Dakota.
You don't need to tell me what. You know, there's a reason I don't live in North Dakota, and that's it.
I don't live here either. There's the same reason. Probably it's 25, 30 degrees difference down in Rapid City where I live. I just work up here.
Ron, you're having a heat wave, brother. It's 1 degree Fahrenheit there. Feels like
degree. What are you
that's
complaining about?
that's a heat wave. Jeez, what a wuss.
You see me running around with my little knit hat and my jacket. Oh man.
So how are you, Rodney?
I'm doing good, Mitch.
What's this event that you're all talking about going up north? What Philadelphia and all? What's happening?
Well, just hang on a second. I want to say welcome to PhillyDroneLife. Good morning, Michael. Glad you could make it. Rolex Drone Channel, all the way from Ireland. Good morning. Let's see if there's anybody else that has come in. No, that looks like that's all the new people now. So, Ron, you want to do yours? Or you want me to?
A short version of this. It's the outfitter that I work for in Wyoming. He goes to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, to the largest sportsman show in the world. And he, along with 1,200 other vendors, are there at the show for 9 days. This used to be about an hour from where I used to live, but I'm going up to represent his business for a couple of days, visit my friends, and Dennis is coming up to meet Rodney. Rodney and Dennis are coming up to Harrisburg. They're going to come up and spend the day at the show. And the next day, we're going to meet up with Paul. And we're going to Philadelphia. And hopefully all stay out of trouble.
That's cool. That's great.
Yeah.
Not likely, but especially if you go to Philly. And hi, Philly. Hi, Mike. How you doing, buddy? I can't see the chat, by the way. I'm on my cell phone out here. So if anybody's saying hi to me or anything, hello back. Hello back.
Hey, Mitch, they're not saying hi. In fact, they're telling me to kick you off.
Yeah, well, I'm used to that. I'm used to that. So you can't hurt my feelings anymore.
Well, this is such an opportunity because you can't see the chat, so you don't know if I'm telling a fib or not.
No, that reminded me of the time that I was on one of my live streams and Mike Roche couldn't hear what everybody else was saying. He could only hear me. So I had the opportunity to translate what all the other guys were saying to Mike to him. And I had a lot of fun with that.
You can have a lot of fun when in situations like that. So let me say, Rolex, thank you for popping into the chat, brother. You have a great day. Have a great week, and we'll catch you next time. But anyway,
I'm getting pretty excited, Rodney. This is going to be cool, man.
It is.
When is that going to happen?
February 8th and 9th. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
About 2 weeks.
Cool. Say hi to Pennsylvania for me. I'm from Philly.
Oh, you are?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that. What part of Philly?
Northeast Philly, around Oxford Circle area.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Very familiar with it. Wow. Small world, man. Small world.
Yeah, it is. I went to Northeast High School and Temple University, and Philly was a great place to grow up. But I left Philly in 1966 when I went in the Army. I never went back.
Oh, wow, 66. Yeah, it's changed a little.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've been back there to visit, but that's when I left. When I got out of the service, I ended up in Florida.
Yes, it's changed a little bit.
That's why I enjoy Mike's videos so much. Back, I don't know, way back on one of my earlier live streams, I showed some photographs of from back in the 60s pictures of the Philly skyline taken from the steps up on the art museum.
Yeah.
And at the time, the tallest building in Philadelphia was City Hall. And there was a law against building anything taller than William Penn's statue up there.
Right.
That's, of course, long since gone by the wayside. But, the city, it was really interesting to see it.
Yeah. One of my favorite buildings is the Masonic Lodge. I'm a Mason. And the Masonic Lodge is at 1 North Broad. And the museum in there, it's not very big, but they say the place is priceless. There's artifacts in there from George Washington, Thomas Jefferson. They said they can't put a price on some of those items, but it's really neat to see. That'd be something for you and Dennis to see, Rodney, depends on how long you want to stay in town on Sunday. It's really neat. They have the coolest thing in there. I just think this is cool. The doors leading out of the museum are made of solid gold, but they are so well balanced that you can take one finger and open the door.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Hey, let me interrupt for a minute.
Wow.
I want to say good morning or hello to Alex Mark Aerial Videographies. He's in Greece. Alex, again, I'm actually in the U.S. One of my Australian friends sent me the hat, so I wear it from time to time. And now we've got Dennis in the chat.
Hey, hello, Dennis. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. I got all excited there for a minute. So I don't know why.
Hey, Paul, forgive me.
Huh.
You see that? You see that, Mitch?
I love you too, Paulie.
Hey, Rodney and Dennis, I'm going to drop out here, but I will be in touch. Let me do some more research. I'll get some more information for you guys today, and I'll get that all together. And yeah, looking forward. This is going to be a lot of fun, man.
I think so.
Yeah. So,
I think so too. Yeah. Thanks.
Mitch, have a good day. I'm going to get back to hitting the weight. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah, and we'll catch you all later. Have a great day.
Ryan, have a good one, brother.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
All right. So Dazra is in the chat. Judy's Life is in the chat. Ron Brown is in the chat. 400 AGL is in the chat.
Hey, Mel.
Hi, Mel and Dazra and everybody.
Everyone.
Mel's at work. We got some new people in the chat today. Alex I think this is the first time he's been in the chat. There's I'll find their names here in a minute. Wildcat 72 Cardboard. He collects baseball cards. He's got a YouTube channel. Bud Bieber. Lori's Crochet Corner. She's new.
Wow.
Rodney,
broadening
if I could
your
take a
horizon.
minute.
Jay Santiago. Good morning.
Hi, Jay.
So, Dennis, how you doing today, brother?
I'm good. How about you, sir?
I'm doing good.
Great. I want to tell private information for Michael. I'd like to give you a call later today if you're still in the chats. And
Who, Michael?
yeah, Michael, PhillyDroneLife. If you're in there, we talked about that Wi-Fi. I'd like to do that thing for you. But anyway.
Yeah, I think I think he mentions it here. Just a second. I'll put that up there. I don't know if he's still in the chat. He had said he had to go.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sounds good.
So I don't know.
Ron Brown, you going to join us in Harrisburg? I know there was some chatter about that. How you, Mitch?
I'm good, Dennis. You've been getting around lately, man. Every time I turn on the TV, I see you somewhere else. So you see in Philadelphia. Now you're going to Harrisburg. Holy cow.
I know.
You buy a private jet or something? You got a new citation?
Yeah, the kind of citation I get won't take me anywhere.
Except the court.
No citations at all. Not even the kind that fly.
Good morning, John. RC
Oh,
Funds Diversion. Good morning.
Good morning.
So,
Well, that's the last thing I expected to be doing this morning, Rodney. So
Yeah, me
happy
too.
Martin Luther King's birthday to you.
yeah, absolutely.
That's right.
You know,
So
I
Rodney,
mentioned
your
that,
state.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dennis.
I mentioned earlier when I started the stream that, Martin Luther King was, in my eyes, in my view, my opinion, was a great man for what he did. So,
I agree. I think he'd actually be turning over in his grave if he saw what was going on these days.
Absolutely. That's what I believe too.
I tell you, I didn't like him at the time, but that was prejudice. That's absolutely completely true. The man had a lot of fortitude.
Yep. What he represented and stuff, in my eyes, was awesome.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I hear your state, Rodney. I hear your state is in Virginia is absolutely losing its mind up there.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I've never heard anything at all like what's going on up there.
Yeah, and if the same thing happens in other states that happened here this past election, it's going to get even worse. So,
well, unfortunately, you're stuck with the Beltway crowd up there, and they got to live somewhere, so they live in Virginia and Maryland, and they're taking over not just the Beltway, but they're the entire state, legislature in Virginia and Maryland.
yeah.
How do you stop it? What do you do? What do you do?
Well, you try and get more people to get out and vote. I mean, it may not do any good, but it might do all kinds of good. So anyway, I want to say good morning to Max Air 420. Good morning. He just jumped into the chat. RC Funds Diversion.
Yeah, the things I can do when the wife's in China, Drone.
Yeah, my wife went to work today, so here I am.
There you go.
Oh man.
I can add to just as well as the next guy.
If I knew this was going to happen this morning, Rodney, I would have brought a tripod and a cell phone holder out here. Just holding the cell phone up in your hand.
Well, I didn't know it was going to happen until about 10 minutes before it did.
Oh, good. I'm glad to see you on.
It's called spontaneity.
Yes.
Spontaneity.
Yes. I think about doing that every morning, Rodney. After I watch 10 or 15 minutes of the morning news, and I watch the morning news on a local Fox station out of Orlando. So it's not the cable Fox News Network. It's actually a local TV station. And after 10 or 15 minutes, and I start screaming at the TV when I see all the lawyer ads and the Mike Bloomberg ads and the reporters talking about the seriousness of the impeachment and all that, I can't take it anymore. And I turn off the TV and I want to go in there to my studio, fire it up, and go on for about a half-hour rant. I mean, an absolute rant. And I actually thought about starting a daily vlog called The Old Guy Rant.
Well, you ought to.
Because
I don't, Mitch. You know I don't usually talk politics on my live streams because I like to keep it all nice and pleasant and just have fun. But I also go and watch all the rants on YouTube as well. So if you did a 15-30 minute rant every day, I'd probably watch it at some point.
Well, I'm like you, Rodney. I don't want to like Art does. Art has two channels. He has Art's Place and he has his Art Code Drones, and he keeps his politics. He and Lloyd both. But the only problem I think is that we are all just preaching to the choir. I think most of us are pretty like-minded when it comes to politics. And if we did manage to get the liberals watching us, we would probably just get trolled and hated and everything and make us give up anyway. So I don't know, but
well,
some point,
everybody's entitled to their own beliefs, Mitch, and I may not agree with what you believe in, and you may not agree with what I believe in, but that doesn't mean we can't be civil and even be friends.
well, I agree, but unfortunately, you know who Saul Alinsky is?
No.
Saul Alinsky was a radical activist from the 50s and 60s, and he wrote a book called Rules for Radicals, and it's the Bible of the liberals and the Democrats. And the tactics that he outlines in that book are the absolute tactics that, and he was, and Hillary Clinton and that whole gang were all friends of his, and that's the playbook that they use. And the playbook they use is basically just terrorize anybody that doesn't agree with you. They don't know how to have a civil discussion or a conversation about anything they disagree with. They just shout louder than you and come out with a bunch of nonsense and talking points and stuff. So trying to debate them is meaningless and frustrating. And I don't know what we're going to do in our country until we somehow convince the media they ought to just report the news and stop with this propaganda they're putting out there. Anyway, that's my political 2 cents for this morning. And let's talk about drones.
Well, before we change the subject, I do agree with you about the news media. They need to get back to reporting the news and quit telling us how we should believe. And shows like The View and other shows like that, you know, I personally have no use for those kind of shows. So, and I try not to watch news. I'll read Fox News every now and then, but the news just seems to get me so angry, and I don't need that kind of stress. I have enough stress at work anyway without, you know, I agree. I work for a military contractor, and that creates enough stress. So,
no, I agree. And in fact, this morning, as I turned my local Fox News channel on to watch the morning news, and I wanted to watch the weather, basically just to see what the weather's going to be over the next couple of days. But of course, they go to commercial break, and the first commercial is one of these ambulance chasing lawyers, and the second commercial is a car dealer who's lying to you about you can buy this car for $129 a month, which is no way in hell unless you put down $20 million. And then the next commercial comes up as a commercial, believe it or not, Rodney, for The View. Okay. The View, the TV channel. Yeah. So now I gotta watch their promo for The View, and then we go back to another lawyer's commercial, and then we get to the news where they talk. Where the first thing I see on the TV screen is Nancy Pelosi telling us how dangerous Donald Trump is, and that was the end of it. I couldn't take it. I screamed at the TV, "Get the F off my TV!" Shut the TV off. Put on my hat, went out for a walk, and smoked a cigar.
Well, and now there's this, right?
So, and then you get onto this stream and get all riled up again.
Oh no! You know what I find? It's good to get riled up and just let it out sometimes.
Sometimes
everybody
I
that'll
agree.
listen, ran away and of course there's going to be people that don't agree, but it's just for anybody that's is slightly observant and as they have a brain, you got to be able to see what's going on.
Well,
see through the propaganda somehow.
yeah. Well, like I said, I don't generally talk politics on my live streams. I just soon leave it all alone. And the Ron Brown's right. If you don't like The View or Fox News, don't watch them. Just
well, that's the only
turn on
power
the
we
Rodney
have.
Bell show instead.
Exactly. I always tell people, they say, well, how can I change it? How can I change it? I said, you can't change very much. You can just avoid it. Vote with your feet, basically.
Tabby Smith. Good morning.
Hey, Tabby.
Welcome to chat. But yeah. Anyway, so it's going to be an interesting year here in Virginia, that's for sure, and that's pretty much where I'm going to leave it.
Yeah, I guess it is. Well, I'm sorry if I think you started it when you mentioned Virginia. What's going on in Virginia? But I try not to talk on my. I go on to Art's show on Sunday. He's got a show, Art's Place, where it's a political show, and very few people ever find it. And he talks politics, and I go on there and chat away. And Lloyd's in there, so it's usually Lloyd, Art, and he's got usually a guest, some politician, somebody running for on a state level usually, and it's an interesting show. And Art's pretty knowledgeable on this stuff too.
Thanks, Paul. I love you too, brother.
Yes, Rodney.
Did you see it, Mitch?
Yeah, I did.
So,
Rodney'd be over the top, except he brings me in to even things out.
I'll show you. I got you. I do have you on my big TV, but it's muted. See, so I can't see what's going on there. Yeah.
Hey, Rodney. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting year for sure. But you know what? We'll get through it.
Oh, there's no doubt we'll get through it. Life always goes on. I was thinking this morning about all this new FAA stuff that they're doing too, and it's just more of the same. Did you see Russ at 51 Drones? Did you see his video, his response to the FAA?
No.
I saw that he posted one. I haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, you ought to watch it. It's very, very good. He stands there looking at the camera while he plays the recording of him reading his response and reacting to what he has said facially, but not actually saying anything. And it's very good. He makes some good points and he put a ton of work into it, and I commend him for that. And if it would really mean something if they actually cared about anything we might have to say, unfortunately.
Mr. Popzilla is in the house.
Good morning, Mr. Popzilla. So after I work on the church's video, I am going to attempt to figure out Velocidrone.
Ooh.
Oh, that's right,
You got
Rodney. You're a soon-to-be FPV guy.
If I can ever get the time to actually sit down and do some of this stuff, what I need to do is quit doing these silly live streams and start working on that.
No, don't do this. Don't stop the live streams. We like the live streams.
I wouldn't stop them.
But I'll tell you, Rodney, you got my email address, don't you?
I believe I do.
Yeah, you do, because you sent me this link. Well, send me your phone number, for God's sakes.
Okay.
And I'll get you my contact information, and I'm more than willing to help you get started in this FPV stuff, because everything that you're about to go through, I went through less than a year ago.
Yeah, I
And-
watched that video when you were helping Mel out.
Yeah, we helped Mel, all right. Helped him into crashing his drone right into the parking lot.
Uh-oh. Oh, man. John, I wish you hadn't told me that. Now I'm all nervous. I'm on his 65-inch TV.
Whoa.
Wow. that means you two are too.
Oh, yeah, the big screen.
Hey, I want to say good morning to Exploring Ginger, Mr. Popzilla. Welcome to the chat. Dazzer74, hey, you have a good day today. Thank you for dropping in. Sorry about your break being over, but it happens to the best of us. So you have a good one there, my friend.
But as I was saying, Rodney, I'll be happy to help you out anytime.
Well, I'll send you my email or my phone number. In fact, why don't I just do it now
Okay.
while I'm thinking about it?
I will reply with my phone number, text me or call me anytime. That Velocidrone, you're doing it right. That's the way to start. Get Velocidrone running on your PC, get a controller hooked up to it, and spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours just crashing into everything in sight. Because you can't intellectualize the learning of this no more than you can intellectualize learning how to ice skate. You have to develop the muscle memories and the hand-eye coordination that only happens by doing it over and over and over again.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it does.
Yeah. And the minute you have to start thinking about what you're doing, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, DroneBum has a great idea. You should do this on the first flight. Go live when you're flying FPV.
Oh yeah, we could do. Mel and I did that. I had a one day on one of my live streams. I had the simulator going, and I was flying the simulator on the live stream. And Mel came in, and I didn't even know you could do it. But evidently, with Velocidrone, you can fly multiple players over the internet. Well, he chimed in on my Velocidrone, and we were chasing each other all over the place, and it was a ball.
That sounds like fun. Hey, I want to welcome Nacho Rolling into the chat. Good morning, Dennis. Glad you made it to Arizona safely. So. Oh, that was the wrong one. That's not the one I want. But you know what the heck? I'll put it up there. If you never crashed, you never flew. Well, so and here was DroneBum's response.
Well, you can fly camera drones and never crash. The crashes with camera drones are
Unless
really,
you're DroneBum.
well, there's always one of them, but FPV drones, that's a whole different deal. That you can't fly and not crash occasionally.
I've watched enough of the FPV flyer videos to know that it's not anything easy, and I agree with you. You have to develop the skills to do it. So,
well, I think just from my experience, and I'm certainly not an expert FPV. I'm not ready to be flying bandos and all that stuff yet. But I go out and fly around old guy style. I fly nice and big and smooth and cruise. I like to cruise with them and just enjoy the view rather than try to fit the thing through any hole just big enough for it to fly through.
see, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants.
I want to fly through holes this big. When my drone is this big.
Of course. And
With
some of those guys
titanium props
seem
on
to
there,
do
you'll
it.
have a better chance.
There was one guy I watched, and for the life of me, I can't remember his name, and I haven't seen him on YouTube lately. But this guy, and he must have had one of those really tiny whoops, because he was going through holes that were like that, and I'm like, how does he do that? But then they had these little tiny whoops like Rick Halbert sent me one. Is it a Tiny Hawk?
Yeah, that's the drone. That's what I learned. That's the one I learned with. You get you put it in angle mode where it's stabilized. You put a 1S battery in it, and you turn down the rates and make it fairly docile, and just fly it all over your house. You can crash it into everything, and it won't hurt anything. Great little drone.
Yeah. So that's probably what I'll start with, and I'll fly it, but I'll probably go to the church and fly it in the fellowship hall where there's not so much stuff to break here. I'm not worried about breaking the drone as much as I'm worried about breaking my wife's china and stuff.
Yeah,
She'd
well,
never
that's a
forgive me. And she'd take all my drones away.
You got to hit stuff pretty hard. I just found out that down at this park where I fly, they got a big community center down there, big auditorium. And I found out that I just found out a few days ago that on Thursday mornings, all the RC guys bring out their tiny little foamy airplanes and fly indoors in the auditorium. So Thursday morning, I'm going to take my Tiny Hawk down there to that auditorium, and I'll take a camera and maybe make a video out of it, flying these things in a big place. I've been just flying them around in my house, which is good practice because you got to get through the doorways and around the furniture, and it gets you pretty good away.
I may try it. I may try it in the house. Hey, DroneBum, you have a good day, brother. Thanks for stopping into the chat.
I have to go too. My wife is calling me. So.
All right, Dennis. You take care.
All right, man. Good to see you.
I don't know if she's found out. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
All right, man. Bye.
There we are. Just you and me, buddy.
Yeah. I'm probably going to end it here in a few minutes anyway.
Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't want to leave you high and dry, but my arm's getting tired of holding this silly phone up.
I bet it is. I mean, I sat out here on my porch for 30 minutes one day doing a live stream, and by the time I was done, not only was my hand tired, but my shoulder hurt.
Yeah, you can't. You end up with a death grip all day long. You can't open up your fingers.
Yeah, I know.
We're getting old, Rodney.
Kind of like my coffee. This is my coffee hand. See how it's stuck like that.
Well, listen, thanks for the invite. Always a pleasure. I hope you never regret having me on. But
no, never. I'm glad you came on.
Always enjoy it.
I mean, I got to be honest. It being a Monday and knowing that a lot more people probably have to work today than a small percentage that work for the government. I really didn't expect anybody to be available to get in the chats, but I'm glad you came in. So
there's a lot of us retired people that are just looking for something to do,
Yeah. Well, I've got a couple more years before I retire, and then you'll probably see me on here a lot more often. Well, good. All right, Rodney. Well, I'm gonna take off. My cigar went out. I need to relight it and finish it here. And if it's not too windy, I may even go out and fly today. I'm going to show you. Right. I'm going to show you. Wait till you see this. I'm going to show you something here. If you freeze to death in that 55 degrees, it's warm enough. But I want to show you how pretty it is here. Oh, nice. The trees are hardly moving. See that? Wow. The trees are hardly moving. So it might be a nice day to fly. It might be. All right, my friend. I will see you the next time. All right, brother. Take care. Yeah, you too, buddy. Bye-bye. All right. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Everybody in the chat, I appreciate you being here. Glad you could pop in. Hope you enjoyed it. I always try to keep it pleasurable. So anyway, hope you all have a great day. Have a good week, and y'all take care. This is Rodney. I'm out of here. Oops, wrong hand. Bye, y'all.